Hi Weekend Crafter! Welcome back to the Craft Time Studio. I'm Ange and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to show you some DIY clay tool hacks. A question that I often get is the kind of mat that I use. In my 20-something years of crafting with polymer clay, I have gone through a lot of work surfaces. But once I started working on a glass mat, I haven't looked back since. Glass mats are non-porous and easy to clean. Plus, it doesn't get damaged when I use my tissue blade. Tempered glass is ideal and sold in most craft stores. But I have discovered my own hack on making a simple glass mat. You will need a picture frame with a glass top. Since this is an old picture frame, it costs me nothing. But if you don't have any picture frames available, simply grab one from the Dollar Tree. You will also need some cardboard, a box cutter, washi tape, and a metal ruler. Excuse my very beat-up cutting mat. I'm very loyal to my things, so they don't get replaced unless they are no longer serviceable. Going back to our tutorial, carefully remove the glass from the frame. If this is a used frame like the one I'm using, it can be a little bit dirty, so before working on it, give it a good wipe with some alcohol and fabric. Once it is completely clean, get your cardboard and place it underneath your mat. Use your box cutter to cut out the excess. Since my cardboard was too small, I had to use 2 pieces. I cut out all the excess. Then, once everything is cut down to size, I take the 2 pieces together to attach them. Using this as my template, I grab a plain cardstock and cut it down to the exact size of the glass frame. This step is actually optional. I just wanted a clean surface to look at, which is why I wanted to add another piece of paper on top. Make a final check to see that the glass is completely clean. Then, using the washi tape, I taped all 4 corners of the glass to the board. I did this first because the corners tend to be extra sharp, so wrapping them first lessens the chances of me getting scratched. Once all the four corners have been wrapped, I tape all four sides to secure the cardboard to the glass. The cardboard is actually the one that absorbs the pressure, so make sure that you don't miss this step. Without this, your glass might break when you apply pressure since it's not tempered. And that is it for our very own glass mat. The next DIY I'm showing you is how to make your own detail needle. I use my detail needle for putting texture on my clay pieces. To make your own, use a size 13 tapestry needle. A tapestry needle has a blunt rounded end and a large eye. The large eye is actually helpful in keeping the needle in place once the clay is completely baked. You will also need a tissue blade and some clay. I have seen clay artists put a lot of effort into designing the handle of their detail needle, and you can do this. But since I had so much scrap clay around, I just went for the scrap clay. Roll out your clay into a slightly thick log. The thickness will depend on what is comfortable for you to grip. Since I have tiny hands, I don't really need a thick handle. Once this is rolled out, I neaten the ends. Then, I roll out my scrap clay into the number 6 setting and wrap my log with it. Once my log is completely wrapped, I rolled it some more, this time focusing on rounding one side into a pointed end. Once it looks a little bit like a crayon, I stick my needle through the pointed end. And then I center the needle before I bake this completely. And now you have your very own detail needle that can score your clay. For the final hack, I want to show you a simple way of protecting your blades. When I bought my tissue blades, they came in these plastic containers, which are great at protecting my fingers from getting cut. But I have also opened tissue blades that don't come in their own container. So to keep my fingers safe, I got a straw and I cut through one side. And then, I simply push my blade through the straw. I can even fit multiple blades through it. This is a very simple hack and also a great way of recycling those plastic straws. I hope that these hacks have been useful to you. If you have any questions, or if you want to know if there are other clay tools that you can DIY, leave a comment down below. If you haven't yet, do consider liking and subscribing to the Craft Time Studio. Thank you and have a crafty weekend. Bye!